The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen. Once upon a time, there were two children who loved each other dearly. Their names were Gerda and Kay. They lived next door to each other, and their homes were connected by a little garden. In the summertime, they would sit under the roses and play for hours, enjoying the warmth of the sun and the scent of flowers. But one winter, something strange happened. A wicked troll, known as the devil, created a magical mirror that had the power to distort everything it reflected. In this mirror, all things beautiful appeared ugly, and all that was good seemed evil. One day, the mirror shattered into millions of tiny pieces, and the shards were blown across the world by the wind. Whoever was struck by a piece of the mirror would have their heart frozen and see only the bad in everything. One cold day, as Kay and Gerda played together, a tiny shard of the mirror flew into Kay's eye. Another shard pierced his heart. From that moment on, Kay's once kind and loving nature changed. He became cold and cruel, teasing Gerda and finding joy in hurting others. His heart had turned to ice, and he could no longer see the world as it truly was. As winter deepened, Kay became fascinated by the snow and ice. One day, while out playing in the snow, Kay saw a magnificent sleigh driven by a beautiful woman dressed in white. It was the Snow Queen, the ruler of winter, and she had come to take Kay away to her frozen palace. Enchanted by her beauty and the allure of the snow, Kay climbed into her sleigh, and together they rode far, far away, leaving Gerda behind. Gerda was heartbroken. She searched for Kay everywhere, but no one knew where he had gone. Determined to find her friend, she set out on a long journey, despite the cold and the dangers she would face. As Gerda traveled, she met many kind and magical creatures who helped her along the way. First, she visited an old sorceress who tried to keep Gerda in her garden of eternal summer. But when Gerda remembered her mission to find Kay, she escaped and continued her journey. Next, she met a friendly crow who told her that Kay might be living in a nearby palace with a beautiful princess. Gerda hurried to the palace, but when she arrived, she found that the boy living there was not Kay. Disappointed but undeterred, Gerda continued her journey north, following the cold winds that she believed would lead her to Kay. Along the way, she was captured by a band of robbers. The leader of the robbers had a wild daughter who took a liking to Gerda. The girl gave Gerda a reindeer named Bay to help her on her journey to the Snow Queen's palace in the far north. The reindeer carried Gerda across the frozen wilderness until they finally reached the palace of the Snow Queen. Inside, everything was made of ice, the walls, the floors, even the Snow Queen's throne, and there, sitting on the frozen floor, was Kay. His heart had been turned to ice, and he sat still and silent, unaware of Gerda's presence. Gerda ran to Kay and embraced him, weeping for her lost friend. Her warm tears fell onto his chest and melted the shard of the magic mirror that had pierced his heart. As the ice around his heart melted, the shard in his eye was washed away as well. Kay blinked, and suddenly he could see clearly again. "Gerda!" he cried, recognizing her at last. "What have I done?" Gerda smiled through her tears and held Kay close. "It's all right," she said. "I found you, and we're going home." Together, Gerda and Kay left the Snow Queen's palace and journeyed back to their village. As they walked, the snow melted, the flowers bloomed, and the birds sang once more. The two friends returned to their garden, where the roses bloomed as brightly as ever. And from that day forward, Kay and Gerda never let anything come between their friendship again. The Snow Queen was never seen or heard from again, and the magic of the wicked mirror was broken forever. If you enjoyed this story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more magical tales. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Have a great day, and see you in the next story.